Hello kids, I hope you are all doing well. So kids, did you revise the previous chapter? Good. Now we are going to start unit 4, that is Plant Kingdom. Chapter number 8, Plant Kingdom. So students, let's revise. Label the part of the plant. You can see a beautiful plant and you have to label its different parts. Now let's begin. Most plants have roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. The parts of plant can be grouped into following two systems, the shoot system and the root system. The shoot system consists of the parts which are visible above the soil. Flower, leaf, stem and bud form the shoot system of a plant. The root system consists of roots of a plant. The root of a plant lie inside the soil. Roots are of mainly two types, taproot, fibrous root. Taproots. Taproots consist of a main root called primary root. Primary root has branches on the sides called secondary roots. Secondary roots have further branches called tertiary roots. Plants like carrot, gram, radish, mustard and mango have taproots. Here you can see the picture of taproot. So students, can you see there are number of roots. Now fibrous roots. Plants like onion and grass have fibrous roots. There is no main branch. All the roots arises from one place like a bunch. They spread out in all directions. These roots do not penetrate deep in the soil. Here is fibrous roots. Now let's study the functions of roots. First, roots help in the fixation of the plant in the soil. Root absorb water and minerals from the soil. Root contains numerous hairs-like structures called root hairs. These root hair helps the roots to absorb water and minerals from the soil. The roots helps in transporting water and minerals to various parts of the plant. Roots of some plants store foods. Radish, turnip, carrot and sweet potato are some such plants. Mangrove trees grow in marshy areas. Their areas have too much water and less oxygen. Trees and plants living in such areas develop aerial roots, which grow above the soil and help the plant to breathe. Here is fascinating fact. What are prop roots? And you can see the mangrove trees. So kids, you can understand the importance of roots. Now, flowers. Flowers are the most beautiful part of a plant. Flowers are of different shapes, colors and sizes. Here you can see the different types of beautiful flowers. Lotus, sunflower, chrysanthemum, lily, dahlia, marigold and rose. Now the fascinating fact, most plants have flowers. However, some plants like rubber plant, money plant do not have flowers. Flowers grow on different types of plants. Some flowers like jasmine and hibiscus grow on bushes. Some flowers like gulmohar and amaltas grow on trees. Some flowers like water lily and lotus grow on aquatic plants. Flowers like bougainvillea grow on climbers. Here you can see jasmine, gulmohar, water lily and bougainvillea climbers. Now we have an activity to do. Give two examples each for the following. Red flowers, white flowers, big flowers, small flowers. Flowers grow on bushes. Flowers which bloom during the day. Flowers which bloom during the night. Flowers having a sweet smell. So students, you have to give two examples of these. Now, seasons of flowers. Different flowers bloom in different seasons. Flowers like pansy, sweet pea, chrysanthemum and petunia bloom in winters. Flowers like zinnia, balsam and sunflowers bloom in summers. Some flowering plants live for only 1 year. They bloom only once in a season. They are called annual plants. Some flowering plants live for 2 years. They are called biennial plants. Some examples of biennial plants are hollyhocks and dianthus. Plants which live for many years and produce flowers are called perennials. Rose and jasmine are some perennial plants. Now, the fascinating fact, zinnia and marigold are some annual flowers. Here you can see balsam, hollyhock, zinnia, marigold, petunia and pansy. Now students, let us learn about structure of a flower. A flower has mainly 4 parts. Students, see the picture of flower and learn the structure of a flower. The outermost parts of the flower are called sepals. Sepals are green in color. They protect the inner parts of the flower and also helps in photosynthesis. Next to sepals are called petals. Petals are generally bright in color. Petal attracts butterflies and insects. Carpel and pistil lies in the innermost part of the flower. It contains stigma, style and ovary. On either side of the carpel are stamens. Stamens are the male parts of the flower. They contain anther and filament. Initially, a bud appears on the plant, which grows into a flower. The flower then changes into a fruit. The fruit contains seeds which grow into a new plant. Here you can see bud, flower, fruit and seed. Now, the another fascinating fact, flowers are the reproductive part of the plant. Now, the another fascinating fact, photosynthesis is the process by which plants prepare their own food. Now, we will discuss the uses of flowers. Flowers are useful to us in many ways. Here you can see, flowers like zinnia, rose and marigold are used to make dyes. Dyes can be used to color paper and cloth. Flowers of some plants like kachna, banana, cauliflower and broccoli are edible. Flowers are used for decorating our homes and for making rangolis. Flowers like rose and jasmine are used for making perfumes and oils. Some flowers like saffron are used to give flavor to our food. Flowers like marigold, hibiscus and sunflower are used for making medicines. Now, the activity, make a collage on usefulness of flowers. Now next is florist. A person who sells flower is called a florist. So students, have you ever buy a flower? Thank you kids. Bye bye.